99% of men struggle to attract the women they want, but the top 1% have women chasing after them. And you know why? Because they don't have the slightest idea about how women think and act. Today, I'm going to change that. I'll go over the 3 things that women desperately want, but only 1% of men are actually doing them. And by the end of this video, you will learn exactly how to apply them for yourself. Number 1. Unpredictability. Let's be real. Do you ever feel like your life is just the same every day? Wake up, work, eat, sleep, repeat. Boring, right? Well, guess what? Women feel that way too. There's a saying, you can do anything to women but bore them. They don't want a simp who is predictable and always does the same thing. Nah, they crave a man who keeps them on their toes, who surprises them and makes life exciting. See, when you are unpredictable, you ignite a fire in a woman. She never knows what's coming next, and that mystery, that's thrill. It draws her to you like a moth to a flame. She can't help but wonder what you'll do next, and that anticipation keeps you hooked on her mind. So, how can you become more unpredictable? Easy. Break your normal routines. Take her somewhere new for dinner. Plan a surprise weekend getaway. Mix things up in the bedroom. Keep her on her toes and she will be hooked. Number 2. Reinforce your boundaries. Alright, let's talk about the second quality that drives women wild, but most men don't have the guts to do so. It's all about boundaries. You see, a lot of guys out there, they're so scared of losing their girl that they let her walk all over them. She disrespects him and he just takes it, thinking that if he puts his foot down, she will get up and leave. But here's the thing, women don't want a pushover. They crave a man who knows his worth, who's not afraid to stand up for himself. When you reinforce your boundaries, when you make it clear what you will and won't tolerate, it shows her that you're a man of strength and conviction. You're not just some doormat she can step on whenever she feels like it. Now, I know what you're thinking, but what if she does leave? Well, let me tell you something. If she leaves because you stood up for yourself, then she wasn't the one for you anyway. A real woman, a high-quality woman, she will respect you for having boundaries. She will see you as a man of value, a man who knows what he deserves. So, what do you do when a girl starts crossing those lines? You call her out on it, plain and simple. You don't yell, you don't get angry, but you make it clear that her behavior is not okay. You say something like, "Hey, I don't appreciate the way you're talking to me right now. I deserve to be treated with respect." Or, "I'm not going to tolerate being spoken to like that. If you have an issue, let's discuss it calmly." When you do this, when you reinforce your boundaries in a calm, assertive way, it shows her that you're a man who demands respect. And trust me, that's sexy as hell to a woman. She will look at you with new eyes, seeing you as the strong, confident man she's been craving all along. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but isn't that being too controlling? Absolutely not. Having boundaries isn't about controlling her. It's about controlling yourself. It's about knowing what you will and won't accept in a relationship and having the self-respect to stick to those standards. And speaking of value, did you know that these qualities we're talking about, they don't just make you more attractive to women? They can actually transform your entire life, making you a more respected and successful man in every area. But they go hand in hand with the next point. Number 3. Smell good. Look good. This is what most of you guys out there just don't seem to get. It's all about looking and smelling your best. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but I've got a great personality. Isn't that enough? Well, sorry to break it to you, but no, it's not. You see, when it comes to dating women, first impressions are everything. And guess what? Most of you are failing miserably at this. Why? Because you're not putting any effort into your appearance. You roll out of bed, throw on some wrinkled clothes and call it a day. Well, newsflash, Women notice these things and they are not impressed. Now, I get it. After you hit 30, it's easy to let yourself go. You start thinking that inner beauty is all that matters. But women should love you for your soul, not your looks. Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but that's not how the world works. Women are attracted to men who take pride in their appearance, who put in the effort to look and smell their best. So, let's talk about hygiene. Brothers, this is non-negotiable. If you want to attract women, you need to make sure you're clean from head to toe. That means showering regularly, brushing your teeth, and using deodorant. Trust me, no woman wants to be with a guy who smells like he hasn't showered in a week. But it's not just about being clean, it's about smelling good. And no, I'm not talking about drowning yourself in Axe body spray. I'm talking about investing in a good cologne, something that's subtle but memorable. When a woman catches a whiff of your scent, it should make her want to lean in closer, not run for the hills. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but I don't have time for all that grooming and fashion stuff. Well, too bad. If you want to attract high-quality women, you need to make that time. It's not about being vain or superficial. It's about showing women that you respect yourself enough to take care of your appearance. Think about it this way. When you see a woman who is put together, who looks and smells amazing, what do you think? You think, wow, she really cares about herself, and that's attractive, right? Well, guess what? Women think the same thing about men. But don't just take my word for it. Try it out for yourself. Start investing in your appearance and see how women respond. I guarantee you will be pleasantly surprised. And who knows, you might just find that it boosts your confidence in other areas of your life as well. Speaking of standing out, have you seen our video on 6 masculine qualities women secretly love in men? If you really want to take your game to the next level, you need to check it out. It goes hand in hand with everything we've talked about today, and it will show you exactly what you need to do to make women chase you.